Hey YouTube, today I've got a FITCAMx dash cam for the video today. This is a dash cam that'll fit my BMW 530xi E60 chassis. And the nice thing about this one is it's a 4K camera and it's supposed to look like an OEM install. Has that factory look to it once everything is installed. So here I am doing the unboxing. As you can see, I've got the instruction manuals here and a support card. And this box here has the camera itself in it. Everything's nicely packaged. So one really neat thing here is the camera basically replaces the existing mirror covers on the windshield for the rearview mirror. It comes supplied with a micro SD card. It's accessible on the side here. Just eject it like any other micro SD card. And it's just nice that they supply one with the camera. There are a couple buttons on the bottom of the camera. I believe it's for activating the camera and turning the power on. The accessory box includes a plastic pry tool and the Y harness for connecting the camera to the factory wiring. So here's a closer look at the support little card here and the instruction manual, which is a typical instruction manual. This one's got a QR code for a video for installation, and just a typical instruction manual here, real simple in multiple different languages. I think that was German there, Spanish, French, and of course English is in there. A couple other languages I don't recognize, Chinese and Russian perhaps. So to make things a little bit simpler, we will prepare the camera housing here for installation in the vehicle, and we'll use the supplied pry tool to pry up on the little release tabs here to get the plastic cover loose. So we just work our way around the perimeter here so that we can remove this clamshell to help facilitate installation. So that releases the camera. And this is the clamshell that goes around the mirror housing. Want to be careful because it's plastic, but the supplied tool actually gets it at the right angle to release these things, as you can see here. So now that we got this apart, we can head to the vehicle and start installation. So we are using the included tool, pry tool, to remove the original vehicle mirror cover here. Just get into the seam with the tool and start to lightly pry. This clamshell basically just snaps together, and with a little bit of pressure it'll come undone and just pull it away from the mirror. You might have to move the mirror out of the way. Once the mirror is moved out of the way, these two pieces should come off rather easily. Just takes a little bit of finagling here. With the covers removed, we've exposed the connector for the light and rain sensor here, as well as the humidity sensor down below it. I'm using the pry tool on the edge of the light and rain sensor connector as leverage to try to pull the plug off, but as you can see here, I ended up just using my two index fingers to remove the connector. And here I am test fitting the included Y adapter just to make sure all the plugs fit and everything. And from here I'm just trying to determine how I'm going to route all of the wiring. And here you can see that I've rerouted some of the original factory wiring through the mirror bracket and just plugging things back into the humidity sensor. And as you've noticed, I've got the included Y adapter plugged into the light and rain sensor, and now I'm just plugging the factory wiring into the included Y harness. So we are installing the new mirror covers. They attach pretty much like the original ones did. They just snap into the mirror arm here, line them up, and snap them into the mirror arm and make sure that the seam is flush and everything's lined up. From here we remove the protective cover on the lens and plug the camera into the Y harness that we had plugged into the light and rain sensor earlier. And from here we just route the cable inside the cover so that none of the wires are being pinched, and snap the camera into the remainder of the housing. The app for this dash cam is actually quite intuitive. You have to select the camera from the Wi-Fi menu here on the phone. So once that's connected, we can go to the app here and connect to the phone connect the phone to the camera here, and from here you can find the camera settings, what you want to set your video resolution to, for example, whether or not you want sound recording on, check your local regulations on whether that's legal or not, your loop record options, 1 to 3 minutes, exposure compensation, timestamps, and some other advanced features here. Format your memory card. And then you can go to camera files here and pull up the videos that are in memory here. I have this one set up to 1 minute intervals, so you'll see here a bunch of different ones here. So we'll select one just for giggles. You can get a preview of it. Go to download. Download the video via Wi-Fi. Takes a minute. Once you've downloaded it, which I believe the app is converting it to a format that the phone can recognize. You can see it here. You can save it to your device. So it's saved to the album. You can see here. There we go. So pretty neat app. I like the simplicity of it. It's, like I said, pretty intuitive. You can see if you've got any snapshots saved or any files that you've locked. The locked files, I believe, is if you have the accident detection on, it'll automatically save the clip and put it in the folder there so that it doesn't get deleted on accident. So you can control that here with the collision sensing. You can take a snapshot if you'd like, but all in all, pretty simple, pretty easy. The app is not required for the camera to operate once the camera is set up. And here are some footage direct from the camera. As you can see, I've had a couple of instances pretty much right off the bat after getting the camera installed, where the camera caught some shenanigans on the street. And here we have some footage from a night driving scene. Unfortunately, my windshield was a bit dirty in this footage. It added to the glare that the camera was picking up. There is an optional polarizer that adheres easily to the front of the camera. It's an option that I would recommend to reduce glare at night as well as during the day. It would also reduce dashboard reflections that you can see in some of the footage, kind of like this shot here. I find that the camera's mirror mount is actually quite sturdy. I'm driving on a somewhat rough patch of pavement here, and the camera footage is actually pretty smooth, so I'm quite happy with that. And here's some footage of driving around on a typical gloomy Alaska day. Overall, I'm very pleased with this camera. I like the way that it integrates into the vehicle and looks like the factory installed it. I like that it's relatively easy to install. There's no splicing of wires, it's just all plug and play. I feel that the camera performs on par or better than other dash cams that I've tried within similar price point. And I appreciate the clean, smooth footage from the camera. The app was easy to use. I didn't even have to look up the user's guide to figure it out. And now for the cons. I wish there was some way to adjust the camera angle up, down, side to side, and level. I am pretty particular about things, so these are adjustments that I wish I could have made. It would have also been nice if the polarizing filter was included in the package rather than being an option. I find that glare is a little bit of an issue depending on lighting and weather conditions. All things considered, these are very minor cons, and nothing I would consider a deal breaker. If you are interested in a FITCAMx camera for your car, check out my affiliate link in the video description. Also, take advantage of my code AKJ2025 for a discount on your purchase. As always, thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.